Bids and Awards Committee for Security, TWG Head, Attorney Frank Marty, and Secretariat Head, Attorney Irish. Good morning, everyone. Calling the meeting to order, but form of formality.
Sir, we do have a quorum for today, sir.
Thank you. All right. With that, with the certification and the affirmation that there is quorum for today's meeting, may we start with our first item on the agenda, please, Attorney Irish?
Sir, for the first item in our agenda, sir, it is the submission and opening of bids for the provision of security services requirements for Bicol International Airport, covering the period of 6 months through negotiated procurement, sir, under emergency cases, sir.
Okay. Let's go ahead with the agenda, please.
Sir, with this, sir, we sent 4 letters to our to the bidders that were referred to us by the end user, sir. However, we have only one submission for this one, and we had a meeting yesterday with Ranjamel Security Service, and they said that they will not be participating. Also, Elite Blue Security Services, sir, sent an email stating that they will not be participating on this bidding. And as for High Tone, sir, they did not respond to our email as well as our text message in their representative, sir. So we only have one submission. We have Advanced Remote Managed Security Services Incorporated, or ARMS, who submitted their bid proposal for this one, sir.
Do we have the representative of the bidder?
Yes, sir, we have the representative.
So out of 4 or 3, only one submitted.
Yes, sir.
Currently, sino yung who's serving us in Bicol? Which service provider?
This CSI.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
apparently, the security provider that expressed interest is the same as the current security provider of Area 5. Like that.
This one,
Yes.
the one who submitted.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, sir.
Hightone is the former security provider.
Hightone is the former security provider, similar to the Hightone, who also happens to be our contractor, I believe. Well, you don't have to answer that, sir. Okay. All right.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. Welcome to our BAC for Security Services meeting. Ma'am, please introduce yourself and the company that you represent.
Sorry. Good morning, each and everyone po. I'm Marijul Quintana from Advanced Remote Managed Security Services.
Good morning. I'm R.D. Villan. I'm the General Manager of ARMS. Same.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Just for purposes of the records of this meeting, can they confirm that this is their bid?
Ma'am, can you confirm if this is the submitted bid of Advanced Remote Managed Security Services?
Confirm po. That's our details.
Mr. Chair, permission to proceed the opening of the submitted documents.
Please proceed, Attorney Frank.
The submitted envelope contains three sub-envelopes: the legal component envelope, financial envelope, and technical envelope. But for purposes of this meeting, Mr. Chair, considering that this is a negotiated procurement under emergency cases, we will be opening the financial envelope of the bidder.
Before you open, Attorney Frank, I'm sorry. Just for the record and reading it on the record, may I just be advised, since this is recorded, I'm sure there are no objections that this is recorded, and even to the bidders, can we confirm that this is okay with you, this process, that this is recorded?
Yes, sir.
Thank you
Okay,
very much, sir.
Thank you.
Another one, Attorney Frank, you mentioned that this is an emergency procurement. Has the necessary documentation and approvals been secured for purposes of an emergency procurement?
Yes, Mr. Chair, the end user was able to obtain an approval from the head of the procuring entity to have this as to have this project procured under emergency case, negotiated procurement under emergency cases, and this was also adopted and approved by the Bids and Awards Committee, Mr. Chair. All the necessary documents were complied with. Thank you, sir.
Bids and Awards Committee meaning the previous Bids and Awards Committee or this Bids and Awards Committee?
These Bids and Awards Committee, sir.
Okay, thank you. Just for the record. Thank you. Proceed, Attorney Frank, with the opening.
The submitted financial component consists of 12 pages, paginated and with signature each page. Checklist, please.
For the financial component submitted by ARMS, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form,
Next muna. Yung the financial bid
sorry,
of advanced remote managed security services in the amount of 17,904,550 pesos and 21 centavos with no discount and within the ABC.
Okay.
next, financial proposal submission sheet,
Financial proposal submission sheet submitted.
price schedule,
Price schedule in the bill of quantities submitted.
that is all for the checklist, Mr. Chair.
All right. Thank you.
With that, Mr. Chair, considering that the submitted bid amount of the bidder is within the ABC, the technical working group hereby recommends that the proposal of advanced remote managed security services be to undergo bid evaluation to determine completeness of bid and ascertain any arithmetical or mathematical corrections.
This is negotiated procurement, Attorney Frank, correct?
Yes.
So
Yes, Mr. Chair.
the membership of the Bids and Awards Committee is duty bound to ask
Yeah,
if
sorry.
there will be any concessions, discounts,
Yeah.
and any other additional whatnots that the bidder would want to afford the
Yeah.
authority.
Sorry, Mr. Chair.
Just
I
for the
withdraw my
record.
recommendation, Mr. Chair.
It's okay. That's just let's suspend your recommendation first until we hear from the bidders.
None at the moment, sir. That's the
All right.
final
We
bid that-
that's okay, sir. We respect that. This is just process. Attorney Frank, with your, do you mind repeating your recommendation?
Again, Mr. Chair, the technical working group hereby recommends for the conduct of bid evaluation of advanced remote managed security services to determine completeness of bid and ascertain any arithmetical or mathematical corrections.
All right. Thank
for
you, Attorney Frank.
consideration.
Any motion from the members of Bids and Awards Committee, please?
To the chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I move for the further evaluation of bid of Advanced Remote Managed Security Service Incorporated for completeness and mathematical accuracy having declared pass in the initial pass of the evaluation, bid evaluation.
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion, duly seconded. Motion is hereby carried. The bid of Advanced Remote Managed Security Services Incorporated is hereby submitted for bid evaluation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Meron pa ba ang agenda?
No other matters, Mr. Chair.
Nice. Kailan susunod? When's our next, let's put it on other matter. When is our next meeting, and when can we expect opening of the other problematic areas like the head office, area center 7, 6, pero na-post pa lang yun, eh, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Very
That
recent.
has already been posted, sir.
Okay. Sige. Meron pa ba tayong iba na naging emergency procurement o yung iba public bidding, regular bidding na?
Naka-regular bidding lahat, sir, and naka-post na po siya, sir. We are just awaiting for the time for the opening of bid submission.
Our pre-bid, sir, for area 10 and 12 is on December 6, and the opening is on December 20.
20 what?
20, sir.
20.
December.
18, 19, 20. Okay, pwede naman remote yan, eh. So, opening yon yung 20?
Yes, sir.
Oh no.
Sir, the
Sige.
Chair?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, tanong ko lang, sir, magkano pala naging discount natin dito sa negotiated procurement?
Wala nga, hindi sila nagbigay eh.
I mean, yung dun sa, ano natin, yung pinost na amount. yun na
magkano
lang.
daw? Magkano yung ABC?
18 million, sir. 18,240,201 pesos and 12 centavos. 204.
Isang ano lang yan, no? Isang taon lang.
For 6 months, sir.
6 months lang. Ay, salamat, ma'am. Yun lang, no, liit. Sila lang nagbid, no? Siguro.
Yesterday, sir, we had a meeting with Renjamel. Renjamel ba yun din? And kasi sir, they were also
Sorry about that. Sige, sir. Any other manifestations?
Manifestation, sir.
Yes, Colonel.
Okay. This is with, the chair earlier asked if there are still other matters that will pose a serious concern with the procurement, and this is with regards to Area 11. During our presentation of the findings for yung technical inspection assessment, we recommended for the cancellation of the contract of the winning bidder, and further requested for the blacklisting of this provider due to our findings of yung fraud and misrepresentation with regards to the during the conduct of the inspection and acceptance. And this our findings was recommended to the ELS for their evaluation, Mr. Chair. And currently, we have also prepared already for the PR, and it's awaiting for the proposal. So we now have a chicken and egg situation. We still have to await for the recommendation of the ELS, if they would recommend for the approval for findings on that. But nevertheless, we have prepared already for the PR of Area 11.
The contract for Area 10 and 11? 11.
11.
Based on the original approved contract that the end user is proposing to terminate or cancel, when is the start date and when is the expiration? Kailan, sir? When? Based on the original contract. Baka tapos na kasi yan eh. We're still debating about whether to cancel or not. Baka mamaya.
That with regards to PFM, extended already the procurement period, Mr. Chair. That's your...
No, sir. I'm talking about the original contract because I understand there was supposed to be a notice of award to be signed, but we did not implement it, right? That's what happened?
They implemented it later because later on they manifested that they're still interested after 6 months.
Hold on. You wanted to terminate the contract, right?
Yes, Mr.
So it's already implemented. It's ongoing.
They are currently, this security provider is also the current provider for area.
Correct, sir. Tama. I get that. My question now is, you have a proposal, you said pending before ELS, and I will discuss this with Attorney Rob.
Under the new contract, yes.
Under what?
Under the new contract.
Yung new contract, let's talk about the new contract. When is the start date and when is the end date, supposedly?
Mr. Chair, around November 2020.
Until?
Until 2020, 2024, 2023.
2024.
Yes, 3 years po.
Oh,
3
pero
years.
renewable yun every year eh. So dapat nire-renew na natin yun ngayong November. So kung in-approve natin yung contract na yun, pwede na natin wag i-renew this year. 'Di ba? Tama ba yun, Attorney Frank?
Yes, Mr. Chair, considering that our contract for security services is only good for 1 year and subject to renewal.
Right. So in the meantime, how do you pay them? How do we pay them?
Mr. Chair, if I may, the contract was not implemented due to the technical inspection and acceptance. The recommendation was because blacklisting and cancellation of contract.
Right. Can we have an executive session? Okay na? Alright. I'm discussing this to the members of the BAC. So, November 20, Captain Dante, Ma'am Joyce, Sir Hill. Supposedly, nag-start yung All right, thank you very much. Now that we're back, the discussions and the action points discussed during the executive sessions, if the other members will agree, I would recommend that they form part of the minutes for purposes of transparency. But the secretariat will draft the minutes so that some items that are part of privileged communications will not be included. All right? So with that, Secretariat, can you confirm that there are no other matters to be discussed for this BAC meeting?
No other matters to be discussed, sir.
Okay, thank you, Captain Dande, Colonel Hill, Ma'am Joy, Sir Elmer, Attorney Frank, Attorney Iris, Deng. Thank you for all those who attended virtually and physically. Have a good day. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, sir.